I just sat down and got to talk with Deer Jade on the Danette May Show today. She's a Swiss-French DJ and producer whose dynamic presence has made waves across the international music scene. She not only is this DJ that's traveling all over, but she has a deep remembrance for me personally because she's not just DJing any sound. She's really producing very attuned, high-frequency tunes and sounds and having everyone come together as a collective. And I'm excited to have her on this show. I'm excited to dive in. She talks more about really yoking with the universe for your purpose and passion and how to stay true to it. So let's dive into this right now. Welcome, Deer Jade. Welcome to the Danette May Show, where you'll receive profound breakthroughs, courage to break old patterns, and live into your soul's purpose. Each week, I will bring you epic guests and live coaching to remind you of your power. You have the ability to achieve extraordinary things, and the time to start is now. Thanks for jumping on today. I appreciate it. My intention is literally drop in. We're obviously two souls meant to meet. And I'm like, let's just imagine we're at the most delicious cacao coffee shop and we're just dropping in together to have a conversation, like getting to know one another, like just being really real. And I just have to ask you, because if I plop down in front of you right now, I'd be like, are you feeling this week? I feel like I'm in a new dimension, new something. I don't know. It's like really wild. Are you feeling that this week?
Yeah, totally.
Where are you at right now?
In Ibiza.
You're okay. And are you
in Ibiza,
performing? You performing
Yes.
soon?
Yeah, actually, I mean, now next show is gonna be in London and Madrid, and then Ibiza.
Maybe you feel like you're always swirling because you're traveling and you're going, because when you're on a plane, it feels like you're entering into a portal anyway. So maybe with all of your travel and going to these locations and playing with the frequencies, you're probably feeling a lot of that swirling naturally, probably more than most of us.
I mean, super grateful for sure to get to experience the energy in all these different places and just feel the vibe and get infused with all these energies. It's super inspiring.
I want to ask you honestly, because I heard your story. I actually listened to you on Robert Edwards' podcast. You guys can tune into that episode as well if you want more of Deer Jade, and you're probably on other people's podcast things. But I wanted to ask, you know how sometimes we can have a dream and we don't really know what the dream is going to be until you're actually in the dream. And I feel like you're in the dream. So just honestly, like, how is the dream? Like, are you enjoying this? Are you loving the travel? Are you loving DJing? Is it still the same feeling as it was at the beginning now that you're in the middle of it?
For sure, yeah. I guess it's been like now 8 years, something
Oh, it's
like
been a
that.
while
And
now. Okay, yes.
yeah, but I'm still so like enjoying it fully. There's nothing else I could dream else to do better that brings me more joy, and seeing all the smiles on the dance floor playing and just the chance to travel, meet all these different people, and then blending with all the spiritual side of music and vibration and why we're here, why we dance, why we gather. It's been just so inspiring, and yeah, there's nothing else I'm thinking about. So just super grateful and just working.
Hold on. What is the
for
dream
that.
right now? What are you working on currently? What are you producing? I'm so curious.
Yeah, and now definitely to start my own label and series of events. I have a lot of music that I've been making that I need to release and get going. So now planning all this, and at the same time with the events, and just to bring the message together and share it and create a kind of gathering that's really more about connecting people and opening our hearts and remembering our connection and how we are all like mirrors of each other, and just that we're here to uplift each other. And yeah, so I feel events and music is the most important and fastest tool to reach the hearts of many. So just such an exciting journey and super grateful to be doing that.
Wow. So, because right now you're going on other people's stages and going into their
Mhm.
festivals and their events. Are you wanting to create a very specific intentioned event? And have you started it? Because I think this is why we're actually meeting, because I think we might have a very similar dream. But curious what that is for you. Are you doing that right now? Are you planning an event that's your own, so you're creating the whole container of it, or where's that at right now?
Yes, exactly. I'm playing right now for other people's events and festivals, and some of them I really absolutely love, and so many festivals are super inspiring and they are already doing that. So now it's like how to spread this vibe even further and just bring that more intentional way of gathering and dancing and celebrating life together to a greater scale. So
Do
working
you
on that. But
have this event planned already, or is it in more just the works and the vision
and now it's in the works. The first step is to start really with the label, release the music, and now putting everything in place to be able to do with the events.
Yes, I
Yeah,
love
super
it.
exciting. So happy to hear, yeah, what's your dream also and how we can combine the forces.
Yeah, I would love to actually at some point we definitely need to meet in person because I've been getting whisperings probably for 6, 7 years, and I come from, like, this probably similar, like, I think we come from these backgrounds, and we get these hunches and nudges and these visions, and we're like, "Where is this coming from?" Because for me, I came from the health space, and I really successful, like, with this email list and this following in the health space and the mindset space, but, like, for 6, 7 years, I'm seeing this vision of stadiums with music and these sound frequencies, and I don't come from this music background. At least I hadn't at the time. And I'm like, what is this? Like, I don't even sing. I don't know why I'm seeing this. And it wouldn't leave me. And then about 3 years, it was really clear what it was. And so I've been in the studio playing with sound frequencies and infusing them into beats that people want to move to. And I understand that these bodies, when moving, and then sound frequencies is the ultimate healer. And I've always been in the healing space. And this is just another filament of healing. And it's, like you said, it's universal. It's not just for some people. Everyone can tune into frequency of music, and it can be such an expander, not only just for creation, but really healing different organs, different things going on in the body. But you might as well do it having fun, like dancing. You can do it laying on your back with just like going into this meditative state. But I believe that these bodies are amplifiers. So let's move them while we're like doing this and let it be fun and let it be light, like you're saying, with smiles and not so much like somber. Like there's a time and place for all, but that's my mission. And so I've been in that and really wanting to link arms with people that have that same vision.
100%. Yeah, I'd love to hear all about that, and definitely sounds like we're here to team up. I totally 100% believe in the power of sound and vibration and frequencies to heal. So that's actually also one of the next steps. And of what I'm working on is to incorporate the precise temperament tuning into music to be able to really find that frequency that really heals and can really, yeah, connect and open the hearts on the dance floor and all around, even just from listening to it. And correct, because it feels like now it's the frequency is wrong of all the music that we consume and that we hear everywhere that we go. So how to return to that natural way of how the sound is meant to be so that we can return to our natural like essence and being.
Totally. Let me ask you, because probably like at the beginning, 8 years ago, maybe you were just playing beats that, were the top beats that people would want to hear. You can pull them off the different platforms, right? And now you're like precise tuning them. And you're probably doing that currently, even before your music comes out. Curious if you've noticed a shift in people on the dance floor with you playing with those frequencies. Have you noticed it? Because you're in like the study of it. You're getting data. So I want to hear from you, like what's happening on the dance floor when you're doing that.
Yes, totally. Honestly, now I'm still like developing because there are ways now, it's starting to be ways to incorporate the tuning, the precise temperament tuning, but it's still like a lengthy process and it's really complicated because in a track, electronic music, there's so many different samples and things, and you're using so many different instruments that it's still quite a long process and a bit hard to really have the song in the precise temperament tuning, all of it. So I cannot say right now that I'm doing those tracks like fully in the tunings. I'm not able to.
You're
say
in the
it, but
studio trying to create
it works exactly. And for when we just hear, for example, a piece of piano that has been tuned to precise temperament, we can truly feel the difference, and it feels so good. And it does feel now to me, it sounds that all the music feels a bit wrong almost. So now I'm just super excited to just really play with that, incorporate it properly, and then find a way to make it super easy and approachable for all the music producers out there who are interested.
That's
Mhm.
amazing. I love that. I'm gonna keep that in my mind because I want this type of stuff to come out. I think there's a couple people doing this. There's probably more. And I keep asking Spirit to keep showing them to me because we're not meant to do this alone. And honestly,
Mhm.
like if I ever have, if I'm gonna do, I don't really see myself going and DJing at all these different festivals. I'm like you. I want to create the container of what I'm envisioning and and be very intentional where I'm gonna be at. But I know there's souls that are doing this and feeling this. They're getting the messages around these frequencies. And I was thinking about a lot of these DJs or artists that are carrying these sounds, and it's like a responsibility because it's subliminal and it's deep subconscious programming that's happening through lyrics and through beats. And so it's a way to move masses, truly. What does that feel like? I've had a couple experiences, but nothing like you where you're going in different places. What does it feel like, honestly, in the body when you're like standing there and you are watching you move a soundtrack and watching people emote with that soundtrack and you're seeing them all dance as one?
It's really quite incredible because it's like something like really you can see the subconscious and how the whole crowd is a field, like one unified field. And for example, if you just turn down the bass, you can instantly see how the bodies react beyond anyone's like really intentionally moving differently, but it's just automatic. It just shows in the picture. So I just really love to watch how people dance and how to curate to like really build the energy and just add more and just build up and keep it raising. And then, yeah, telling the stories. It's really just incredible to be able to witness that how much we are just truly moving as one in the places where the crowds are also really connected to that field, because of course there's some places maybe people don't dance as much yet, so it's just a journey or like how to get there and find the tunes to just build a journey to take everyone on board.
Exactly. And when does your music come out? Because I definitely want to like highlight that. And because I know the effort, it's like writing a book. You're like creating, you're creating your message behind the scenes. So when are you anticipating this will be ready?
Yeah, I have a lot of music that is going to come out. The next one is on the 23rd of May, a collab with Sam Shure on the
Oh,
Bora Uzer's label, Oro. It's going to be called Cybernetic Symphony. It's like fun,
Cybernetic
playful track.
Symphony?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then on June, I have a remix for Rufus du Sol coming out.
Really?
So yeah, super exciting on their label, Rose Avenue. So
That's
yeah, that will be a super
amazing.
fun one. I've been playing it lately and yeah, a lot of fun. And then I'm gonna have some more EP also on a friend's label, Tao, and then more tracks, and then hopefully like the label launch.
That's
Mhm.
amazing. Okay, you keep me posted because I want to share you out to my audience of what you're doing and what you're creating. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Who is your favorite DJ? Do you have a favorite DJ that you just really love to
Mhm.
listen to and move to? Not necessarily that you're like, oh, they're really good. It's just that your body can move to their music really well.
Good question, because so many different
There's so
ones from like
many. Yeah.
different genres and so many different ways to approach. Of course, Bora Uzer, that is like a really good friend. I just love he does live sets. So it's just always super high energy and he improvises and does loops and sing in the mic, get people from the audience to say
No way.
something.
I'm going to check this out.
Play, and every set is completely different and super fun and inspiring and high energy. So that I definitely love. Then many different ones from like Acid Pauli, that it can have such a wide range of just old music to really surprising things and always getting out of the comfort zone, that I find super inspiring. And then of course artists like Solomon or Dixon that always also have a super high energy and are really masters at storytelling and energy. So yeah, many. Just come to Ibiza.
Where's your favorite place you've actually performed at?
Good question. Definitely like in nature. Actually, lately was Wonderfruit Festival in Thailand.
Yes.
That the stage is incredible. They did a 360 sound system. So it's not just that there are speakers all around and that the sound is just all around you, but it's that there's a tech person that is able to move your sound and the tracks that you play in space. So it's a whole other software that really bring the sound to life, and you can select the frequencies and how they move in that space. So when you step in the middle, you really feel the sound moving completely all around you, and it gives you a really feeling of super psychedelic and really of heightened consciousness. And playing there was, yeah, incredible, just feeling and energy of just really people being the music and
How
really
many
feeling
people were
this.
there during that time you were playing? How many were?
Yeah,
Because I heard they
yeah,
bring in quite a group, like 10,000
yeah,
or something into Wonderfruit, or no?
yeah. Like in the whole festival, I would say something like that. Yeah, probably, maybe even more. In that stage, maybe like 2,000, 3,000. It's
I was
hard to
about to say.
say. It
Yeah.
feels like really intimate, and it's like it's green everywhere. Like the stage is so beautiful. So super grateful. And then, of course, Medicine Festival also, where I played last summer, that I found was really the most incredible festival I've ever been to. Just such pure energy and incredible lineup, beautiful artists. And I love there's no alcohol on sale. So the program ends around like midnight, 1 a.m. People go to sleep, wake up 7 a.m., do all these incredible workshops, talks. And like the energy is super, super high. The people, they really dance, they give you everything. And it feels just really natural and like raw and going back to the roots and really how we would envision the new earth to be is there. Like they did it. So super grateful
I'm
for
gonna write
that.
that down. I've never heard of Medicine Festival. That sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
it's incredible. It's just not gonna happen this summer, but the next one. Yeah,
Okay, I
definitely should come. Yeah, it's in the UK, near London.
let me
Mm.
ask, from someone who is new into this space, how did you get the momentum to get it booked? As you were saying, there's so many DJs and there's a lot of really good ones, and you're going a lot of places and getting invited into some really epic venues. How did that come about? And I love sharing this with people because not only is it a question for myself, but I'm like
Mm.
thinking about any dream that we all have. Sometimes we feel like, oh, I just don't know how I'm gonna get from A to B. And right now I feel like you're really living B and you're in it. But how did you go from like the beginning phases and then starting to get really invited into all the places? Do you have an agent, or what was that process?
I feel that it's really trusting in the universe and trusting in our mission and trusting in that passion, and that if we want to do it, it's not for nothing. It's because we're here to really share something for the people, and having in the heart the intention to bring the greatest joy and the greater good for all being. I feel that this is when we align with the purpose of the whole, so then the universe is helping us and then is putting on our way the opportunities. So actually, and of course, then from the moment that I started to DJ, I was digging nonstop, 24/7, and just working because I just love it so much. So actually, I'm not working one moment, 1 minute, because it's so much fun. But really going and putting, if you put all your energy into it, then like the opportunities will come your way with
So you
right
didn't get an
intention.
agent. You just put it
So,
out
but
into the
and then
universe.
and then the right agent came my way, and then
Okay.
I didn't have to look for it. Of course, I was envisioning it because
Yeah.
I was starting to have all these gigs, and so I was like, okay, now I need help. And then the agent come through, but it's not something I feel that we have to go outside and look and ask for everyone for things, but actually it comes from the intimacy of our heart and like just really being aligned in the mission, and then yeah, things happen. So yeah, super grateful, and now I'm super lucky to be working with an amazing team of people. For everyone is doing different things, and it's really together that we can make the magic happen.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. So when you before you had that, were you just reaching out and being like, "Hey, I'll DJ at your event," or how did you, or
Uh,
did they just hear
yeah.
about you, or
Honestly, I never like asked for a gig except like in Berlin for one gig because that's how it works there. You have to ask for it, but otherwise,
you just
I
put
feel
it
like I
out?
was really lucky because I started to listen and discover the music by traveling to all these places like Ibiza and Tulum, hearing the music in Burning Man and all that. Then when I started to DJ, everything was already aligned for me to do it and preparing me for that. So actually, I went to Mexico, and there I was digging, and I started to take some lessons with an old school DJ there who taught me how to mix with the vinyls. And then when I could do that, then we went to the CDJs. And then when I finished all the classes and I was feeling comfortable enough, he organized like a graduation party. It was in a restaurant, and I invited all my friends who were there. We danced, and then so that was my first like official 1,000 pesos something that they pay me. And yeah, I was like, wow, amazing. And then from there, I was already friend like maybe with someone who had the venue. It was okay, come play. I was like, cool, I'll do it. And then everything went from there. And then I went back to Europe, and then everything really unfolded supernaturally. And actually, I never really had to ask people, or maybe I would tell them like, hey, yeah, I'm DJ, like you can listen to my SoundCloud, do what you want, but not asking, please give me a gig. Just trusting that, yeah, the universe make it happen. But it's all about how much work you put in. So for me, I was nonstop digging and then seeking for music, getting new music, and then doing mixes, uploading them on SoundCloud, getting
Oh,
out
you
there.
put
Like
mixes
then,
on SoundCloud early in the
yeah,
game.
yeah. And then my first gigs actually was like people who just heard my mixes on SoundCloud, and they just then wanted to bring me my first like gigs where they paid for my flights.
That's
So yeah, I think it's then up to us to really put ourselves out there, because when people are going to give you the chance, the most important is that you are on top with the music, like you know what you're doing and you just play the most beautiful music that you can play. So it's all about the work you put in before, and then yeah, for depending on that, then the opportunities come. And it's all
amazing.
a
Do you
gift.
still get
Mhm.
nervous when you
Yeah.
play? Do you get nervous and
Yeah. For sure, yeah. Like it's like I love it so much, and almost I get more nervous if it's like not so many people, because it's even more like pressure in a way. Or so, but yeah, I just love it, and yeah. Then from the moment you plug the USB works, you play the first one, first, second track, and then it just flows, and it's
flows
so
from there?
beautiful. Yeah, but sometimes can be quite stressful until then. But it's excitement and joy, and it's also the beauty of it. Yeah, to not take
Yeah.
it for granted, and I just appreciate every opportunity to share music.
What makes you so grateful? I can feel your spirit. You have an interesting spirit of immense gratitude, it feels like an authentic gratitude. And I'm curious where that comes from. Have you thought about that at all ever?
I think actually from my mom, since I was super little, she would always tell me and my brother, you need to say thank you. Did you say thank you? And we always had to say thank you, Jérôme, or thank you, Jean-Jacques, to everyone. So I really got used to just always say thank you, that sometimes I just have to say thank you all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're saying thank you to the universe, to source energy. I can feel that. And that's really, I believe, like you said, you're trusting and you're leaning in, but you're also very grateful. And I think that's a beautiful formula, right? I'm like feeling into it, and the universe is, oh, I like her. I'm just going to keep giving her because she's so happy about it. I'm just going to keep giving to her.
Yeah, and I do feel it actually really works like that. It's the gratitude is our currency. It's not money, it's not nothing. It's just that's the only thing that the universe wants, is feeling this gratitude and is this joy. So I feel it is our greatest superpower also for all individuals.
This event, can we talk about this event that you're dreaming of? Because I want to help you with it, whatever I can do, because I think there's an opportunity here for sure on these spaces. And you just said something that really resonated with me, is that it's a container where people remember and where they feel love. And I keep feeling this like pull that I can just see these people moving, and there's more than just music. It's different than just music, but it's a remembrance of what, if we could talk about the word heaven, it would be like, I remember we don't even need a near death experience because we're going to get to taste heaven in that moment, in that container. And just curious, have you thought of your dream place? Because I'll share mine with you. But have you thought of a dream location, land that you would love to do this on?
Definitely in nature. And I feel now, because I'm traveling so much and it's about reaching people in their like cities and places. So first maybe going to the people, and then yeah, eventually maybe having just once a year main event in one location.
Yes.
I do feel like in Switzerland, with the mountains, the lakes, it's super beautiful, and we really need those kind of events over there. That could be a really good one. But yeah, I'm not sure quite yet, but super happy to hear about yours.
I love that.
Mhm,
Switzerland.
mhm,
I've actually never been
mhm,
to Switzerland. I bet that would
mhm,
just, I'm with you though. See the stars overhead and the moon and just that feet on the ground feeling, I think is just so profound. But one of my dreams is, and I was in Greece, and Greece has these old ancient amphitheaters that were built thousands of years ago, but the acoustics in them are so dialed in. And they will let you, if they feel the venue is right and the containers, they'll let you do performances in there. And I have this like vision because they'll hold up to 5,000 people and they're in these old ancient amphitheaters. And I keep feeling like these ancestors of these lands want to be a part of this. So it's more than just us on the earth
yeah.
right now. We're taking all the ancestors and the star beings and bringing them into those spaces. And it feels to me, that's just one of many, but one location that's, oh, I want to be tuned up again. And can we use these sacred amphitheaters for the greater good of remembering?
Wow, that sounds incredible. I sign up. I do feel the sacred places, they hold such a frequency so high and so much information, like so sacred that it can be super meaningful to do events there and people can tune in to that field. It's extra potent, so it does feel sacred places are the way. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so when someone's looking you up, because I want to make sure, because everyone's going to want to look up your music. If they were to go to SoundCloud, would they go to Deer Jade?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. And right
So
now, most of the music is on SoundCloud. That you've
SoundCloud,
created mixes, different things.
yeah, so on SoundCloud is mostly like the mixes, so it's 2 hours, 3 hour journeys of the whole journey. And in there, I play some of my own music, but also a lot of other people's music.
Yeah.
And then on Spotify, you can find exclusively just all my original music. And so it's more just like tracks, yeah.
That's
So yeah,
amazing.
Dear
Yeah, no,
Jade, like the deer.
that's what I love about the music space and what I love about the word DJ in particular, at least in the visions I've seen, is it's not like I have to, or any of us have to create everything. Like I believe like the sound frequencies were created way back in ancient Egypt. And then all these beautiful artists have already created amazing music that people already love to dance to. Just mix them. Like just take everyone's brilliance and mix it all together because we are all one. And we can create magic, like even more than I could as just one individual. Just take people's magic. So I hope one day I get to play with your music and to share your music out and like just feel it and to witness too. Like I'm gonna just claim that right now. Take one of your songs and play it for you.
Welcome to any show anywhere, and yeah, it would be such a pleasure to co-create together. I do feel like we're super aligned, and the more the merrier. We're just here with just the same goal, right? Just sharing this. So let's go.
For those who have a dream in their heart, how long did it take you to learn this new technology, which we'll call DJing, because you're working on a board? It is technology. For someone who's not worked on the technology, there is a learning curve. How long did it take you to get in front of a board, learn how to mix, feel comfortable in front of a board, and then to perform? Like how long was that learning process?
Hmm, Not that long, because from the moment that I realized I was born to DJ, I just went fully into it. So I was first digging, building a big library so that I would have enough music, because you do need quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, when I just started, I watched a few like YouTube tutorials. And then I played my first gigs just for friends, not official, but I was on Sing. I didn't know really how to do it. And then I went to Mexico just a month later, literally. And then I started really on the vinyl, learning everything from scratch, doing, and then going to the CDJs and then really learning each button, each thing, how it works. And yeah, being able to mix the track together. And then it's just like practice. So I would say a couple of months, but like full time, I guess every day, just at least do it a bit. And then I had my first little gig and then another gig in there in Mexico. And it was good there because people really gave me the chance. And yeah, and then everything unfolded. So I feel it's just a matter of how much do you really want it and are you ready to just make space for it? And then you can just be as good as of how long you practice. Anyone can do it, and it's the most fun thing to do. And it's just about you making the space for it in your life to just do it, and then just trust, and then also know that it's not gonna be perfect, and you just have to dive and take those first gigs and play in front of people. And yes, you're gonna make mistakes, and you're gonna have decks that have buttons that don't work, and you're gonna fuck up some transitions, but it's okay. It's part of the process, and you have to learn and get vulnerable, and just, yeah, that's the only way to get better, is just to practice, make the mistakes, do it again, and keep the trust in what you're doing, and keep the passion, the faith, and it's all gonna just keep on growing.
Wow, I feel
And
like
it's
you're
the
really
process.
speaking to my heart, and I think everyone. So you really brought up some key things, which was you do have to put in the effort. If you're into something, like full send yourself, like trust in it, and then really team up. You said something else earlier, and I just want to reiterate it because it really impacted me, and I want to seep it into my cells and anyone listening into their cells as well. Is like knowing that if something has been given to you and it's a vision in you that's not leaving you alone, and it's a passion and it lights you up, then it is given to you, and the universe wants it for you, and it's going to help you in this purpose, in this mission, and you don't have to push and do it all alone. You just yoke up with that force, that universal force, and let it ride. And I really think those are really potent phrases, and someone who's actually embodied it and lived it, because you were, I believe, a model before, which you didn't come from like music background. You just decided to jump in. You felt it and went full tilt and yoked up with the universe, and here you are, which is awesome. It's really beautiful.
I'm so grateful. The universe is aligning everything for us to do it and to follow our hearts. And it's like just about having that courage to take the jump, and then you realize it's just a bed of roses. And keep the faith, keep working, and just doing it with joy is what just brings everything. It just always has to be playful and, yeah, bringing joy.
Beautiful. I want to ask you one final question. I tend to ask everyone this because we're all just the same person, but I want to ask if you had your last moment on this earth plane at this time, and you're already used to this, but say you're looking out and there's just like millions of souls and eyes looking at you as far as your eye can see, but they're hearing one thing that you're going to say. What would that message be?
We're here to love each other. Let's just love, love. All about the love.
Wow. We're just here to love one another and just remember, love, 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 love. I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. And we're sending you all the mojo on all the upcoming events and the upcoming music that's coming. You guys, I'm going to link all of her information below. Go check her out on SoundCloud, check her out on social, see where she's going and where she's playing and all this music. And even if you can't come to a festival, the thing is we all have a way to listen to music in our own home or our own place and feel the frequency and feel the connection that the music does do. So thank you so much for being here on the show. And it's such an honor to meet you. And I can't wait to meet you in person. I actually have a lot to learn from you. And I would love to learn from you. And
both ways.
maybe we can team up because I have a very similar vision and I would love to just, let's do this container and use music.
Well, it would be such a pleasure. No, thanks so much to you. Really, such a delight to get to meet you, and super excited about all the things we get to create together in a very close future. Let's talk.
Okay, we'll message each other. Working on your music, I'll keep working on mine, and we can share. And yeah, I'm like so excited for what's coming. It's time.
Thank you so much to you for all the
Thank
support.
you. Appreciate it.
All the best. Thank you
All the
guys
best.
for tuning in. Ciao. Mwah.